What's up with your wife, Adam? She's not here?
Nope.
Nah.
Hard at work.
She working.
She
working hard. Come on, man.
No,
I'll go get tested easy.
Well,
I'll get tested easy, man. I'll pass it real fast, and then
you got to prove you're capable in a gangbang, though.
I don't know about all that.
Just my world is just like your world, where if you want to get into the game, they're gonna pick out a gangbang, so you're gonna have to f the girl in front of 6 other dudes.
Nah, I'll f your wife though. No disrespect, I'll fuck your wife. She pretty, bro.
I don't know. No, I don't blame you for thinking that, but yeah, I don't know. She's kind of. She's got a tiny little list of guys that are qualified.
But you think that like an SA would be like on that list potentially? Because I know it's like typically seems to be black dudes. Like
mostly we've been dealing with the brothers up to this point, but you know anything's possible. First essay, come on. We could never discriminate against San Diego.
You would have to, you'd have to, no Diddy, but you'd have to have quite the chorizo. You feel me? Like that's like,
that is definitely Diddy.
No Diddy. But
yeah,
like,
you're Peter watching.
But hey, like I've noticed a pattern.
You know what I'm saying? Be all right.
That's right, Grifo.
What's the deal, though? What's the deal? You guys good?
Okay, so I'm curious about this. So, are you still working with Flippp, or what happened with that? Like,
me and Flippp a lot. What's the deal?
Tell me who did 13 years said he has donkey balls.
Yeah, how they?
That's real, man.
He was there.
You heard it here first.
More about the dick than the balls, but
I think that you got to have balls to match the dick at least.
To you, I don't know if I ever even noticed the balls.
Like if there's no balls, you would notice it. I'm pretty sure. Like,
maybe.
Hey, but back to the Flippp question.
Okay,
back to DJ.
Yeah, so
back to DJ Flippp. I don't got no affiliation towards DJ Flippp. I ain't got no hard feelings towards DJ Flippp. I don't even give a about DJ Flippp. That shit already passed. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He did some funny shit, and shit. I wish him nothing but the best.
Was it him working with the Norteños that kind of?
Nah, it wasn't even that.
Okay.
It was about him uploading a record that we already pulled down. He uploaded a record that we pulled down because we had some issues with it. He knew about it. You know, there was a lot of money involved with that record too. There was fees being needed paid over that record, and he knew he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to trash it. He trashed it in the beginning, pulled it down from all the
DSPs,
all that shit, and then just recently, when my artist Deuceface needed to turn in a project to Creative Music,
Deuceface is your artist.
Deuceface is my artist.
Yeah,
yeah, I signed Deuceface, and then we signed him to /OTR.
His name on the wall right there.
Yeah, that's the little homie. Shout out to Deuceface.
Good dude.
You know what I'm saying? So he needed another record to complete his obligation on one of the albums, and then Flippp being petty, he threw that record in there that we already pulled off the internet, and then I tried to reach out to him, tell him, hey, what are you doing? He didn't get back to me for like 72 hours. Then it got released on Spotify. Once it got released on Spotify, now I'm taking it as in like, you doing this shit on purpose. Right. We're supposed to have good communication. You're not communicating with me. Solis had to get involved and call me, and by then it was already too late. Certain words already said and shit like that. So I just said we ain't with DJ Flippp, because ultimately he used the homies to try to go viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? He used the Tommy Guns. He used the Blanco 15. He used, me. He used a couple homies and shit to try to do it, And I feel like he don't really give a fuck about homies' careers. He really don't. If he see motion, of course, he gonna catapult you, because that's the way it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, don't make shit up and don't do fake shit and start like making like fake skits and things like that for the homies to go viral on reels, or to do bullshit like that. Just be authentic, bro. That's what got us here. That's why we here, because we being ourselves. So why do all that fake shit? So once I seen him start doing fake shit with Blanco, start doing fake shit with like Deuceface and shit like that, I kind of already looked at him a certain way, but I kept the business. I didn't let that get it in the way of the business. So, but as soon as he did the funny shit to me, then I'm gonna go for his head, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure, that I cut ties with him and say I ain't with him. And then it happened to be the next day, after I said that, the next day he happened to go with the what's that fool's name? I just crossed his ass out. What is his name? BFB?
Oh, BFD. Yeah, y'all crossed that out too. God,
hey, but look, so he happens to go work with him. So the internet ran with that shit. So that was the internet, you know. So me and Flip, it was over something else, you know what I'm saying? So
what do you mean as far as funny shit with reels, like doing like funny things with reels, like
there was just a reel where Deuce Face is like running from the police. Where like it was Flip driving, they were smoking, and Flip's like, oh shit, put the blunt down, put it out. The police is right here. And the police allegedly in the video busts a bitch and they're getting pulled over. And the police is like, hey, get out the car. And the homie Deuce Face, they turn the camera, and the homie Deuce Face just runs. And he gets away. Then later on in the video, he links up with Flip again and he's like, hey, you know, shaking his hand. Okay. I thought it was real because I know Deuce Face.
Right.
So I thought it was real. But then Deuce Face is like, tripping. And so I would never let this fool post some shit like that if it was real. So I said, what you mean? That shit was fake? He's like, yeah, that fool Flip told me to do that shit, but he just edited it all on the computer. I'm like, what the? And I told Deuce, man, don't ever let this fool water you down. You a good artist, bro. Like you got a story, you got a whole shit going for you. You really from the trenches. You don't need that shit. So once Flip started doing shit like that, then he did some other shit with Blanco 15. He made like Blanco like dye his hair like Slim Shady and shit. Like,
oh, you're not feeling the My Band?
I mean, I was there. I was there when that shit was happening. Not when he was dyeing his hair. And it's cool because nobody's gonna tell you how to get rich. Nobody's gonna tell you once you make it. Everybody's just gonna be on your nuts anyways. Motherfuckers are fake, but it didn't work.
It didn't go viral necessarily the way it was supposed to. But I mean, both of those, like realistically, if he's trying to get a Blanco's career cracking or whatever, I mean, having him do this weird Eminem thing, I could see how that could be like an interesting way to go viral. And then like that skit that you're describing is kind of like, you know, it's like sounds like a music video intro, and then they turned it into this like reel or whatever. I feel like stuff like that is kind of just music promotion, right? Or you feel like it crossed into a different territory?
I feel like that's just being fake as you know what I'm saying? That's fake, but I mean, a lot of the industry shit's fake, I guess.
You're just not into that type of content promoting.
I just don't like fake shit, bro. I don't like fake shit because I feel like there's been situations where I've been with Flip and we get shot at. I've been with Flip and we get shot at, and Flip up his whole face from running away from the shooting and trampled all over the floor. His whole metal glasses up and everything, and it's like, and we was in Compton, you know, with P-face and shit like that.
But do you really expect like DJ Flip to be like busting back and
it's
just
not
like
about
grabbing the
it's not really about that, but don't put yourself in situations where you outside with homies and you know you putting yourself in a situation. You out here, we in the middle of Compton, you with a bunch of homies and shit like that. What you think is gonna happen?
Well, yeah, it's definitely so it's like a liability, 100%.
But the whole way back to Burbank and shit, we was in the car. That fool was scared for his life. He couldn't even speak. Me, Blanco, we was laughing in the back seat. We was laughing and shit. Five was even laughing driving. And Flip was just shook. But that's when I realized too. I'm like, you know, but I never looked at Flip like a gangster.
Yeah,
I always looked at Flip like a businessman. Right. But when you start like portraying to act like, you know, hard, and you start trying to push your weight around and shit like that, like it's like, you know, you gotta bring motherfuckers back into reality. So it's like you a civilian. That's it. Like you're gonna tell if something happens, you're gonna call the police and you're gonna tell on me.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't treat you like a gangster. I gotta treat you like a businessman.
I never thought of it. That's interesting because I never seen that side of him where he tried to portray a gangster. It's the truth. But I was with him every day though. Yeah.
You know, and you know, it turned into him being the homie and shit like that. But at the end of the day, some gangster shit happens around us, and I see you act like a bitch. So I gotta cut off the homie shit, and I gotta start moving correctly when I'm around you. It's just business, you know. And like I said, I don't hold nothing against him, and you know, I know we all got families and kids. We all gotta make it home. So but we live two different lifestyles, brother. You know what I'm saying? And which takes me back to the other weirdo situation with them. Like they're not really in the streets like that. They're not really like on some hood shit. They don't answer to what I answer to. You know, they on some other shit, bro. So ultimately, like he's not no threat to me. You know, I treat him like what it is, like a. He like, I think like what, like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, bro. All that shit. So Flip too, bro.
This
like
guy's
a lot
very
of shit.
Competitive too. You know, you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? He's competitive. Like,
if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5 a month. It really helps support us, and it also gives you early access to all of our content. Let's go.